So while the media hopes to unseat a president they despise, here's what's actually happening around the world. Chinese President Xi Jinping just announced his country would significantly lower tariffs on vehicle imports. Now, maybe he's responding to President Trump's complaints over unfair trade practices. It's a signal toward a compromise after Trump made a huge stink about it. So what's next after this huge stink? A sigh of relief, which sounds familiar. It was only months ago that the media claimed nuclear war with North Korea was certain. But then that chaos gave way to calm. And remember all the noise before the tax cuts? It evaporated as bonuses flowed. People screamed about the apocalypse after we ditched the Paris Accords. Where did all that fear go? Same thing with TPP. So are you sensing a pattern? Trump kicks up the conflict to set a table for negotiation, and what you end up with is progress. It's very old school. So old, in fact, reporters under 40 don't know what it is. Where is the paralysis of analysis that we're so used to? China reducing tariffs, North Korea talking about denuclearization, ISIS gone, for now, I hope, forever. What does this tell us? After 8 years of the floundering, inept new school, it's an old school dude in his 70s getting crap done. And if you don't get it, maybe it's because you've never seen it before in your adult lifetime. Enjoy it while it lasts. All right, let's go around the horn. We got 37 seconds. Am I right or wrong, Kimberly? Yes, no, or 12?
Pains me to say so. You are correct, sir. And I do believe that's your head on your body.
That is my head on my body.
Let's keep it that way.
Yes, I'm not doing anything illegal.
Thank you. All right, China needs to access U.S. technology. This is something I believe that China is making a concession towards the United States because they know that Donald Trump is somebody who is a different kind of breed. This is a disruptor. This is someone that's willing to take risks. This is a businessman that's in the Oval Office, and he is going to say, we need to even the playing field out and not make this so imbalanced and unjust in terms of the United States relationship with China as it relates to tariffs and whatnot. So I think this is a step in the right direction that the United States is going, and China, and hopefully this is going to smooth out a little bit more and be a little more even.
Multiple choice, Dana. A, B, B, A, C, bananas.
Bananas. Here's the thing. I agree with you on almost everything except for the tariff part.
Yeah.
These tariffs that China announced, they had already been a part of the equation. And I think Xi has played this very well because President Trump is complaining about this. Meantime, what we really are asking them for is to stop subsidizing their high-tech industry. China's not budged on that at all. But China goes back out and says, oh, by the way, we'll do these vehicle things. And then we all say, oh, that's amazing. Okay, great. And they're like, she's like, oh, yeah, well, I already announced that. So he's like he feels good about it. And I think that the tariff thing is actually probably going to work itself out fine in the long run. But this one I don't think is the big win.
Jesse, did Dana completely agree with me, totally agree with me, or absolutely agree with me?
I think, what was the option again?
All of the above.
Banana.
No, listen, Dana's right in the sense that they've made a lot of promises, but we actually have to see what they're really going to do about it. With that said, this is the second time this has happened with the tariffs. He promised to slap tariffs on South Korea, and then all of a sudden they caved and opened up their car markets and said they'd decrease their steel exports to us by 30%. And the way he's doing this, he's monetizing our security relationships. He's doing this with the European Union and NATO. He's doing this with South Korea because of the North Korean crisis. It's a whole new way of doing things. Hopefully it keeps moving in this direction.
But we have more leverage than we even think, and they need to open up their markets, and they should, to U.S. companies, and they need our technology and our intellectual property.
Final question to Juan. Should you say one more thing is up next?
You know, I should, but let me, before I do, I'm glad to help you out. But I think it's important to understand that President Xi said that he was going to do the tariff lifts.
No one's happy.
But
no one's ever happy.
I think the people who are most upset by this are people like farmers out in Iowa and Nebraska.
Who voted for Trump?
Who say, oh, my God, all of a sudden, our crops are less valuable under Trump. And a lot of people voted for Trump. Well, you got what you voted for.
All right.